Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Your focus freaks them out. They can't get your attention to save their life, and it's driving them up a wall. Let's get right into it. Those who are trying to distract you, you're driving them up a wall. They're going crazy because they want your attention so bad. It's no reason for you to give it to them. You're past the point of understanding that. You realize that there's nothing coming from you wasting your time or energy on a vampire. So what you do is you focus on yourself. Stay to yourself. You can tell who's a vampire and who's not. But they're going crazy because they require attention and they're not getting it from you, the person that they desire to get it from. They want some of your energy. Yours is a little different from everyone else's that they've encountered. They haven't had the same experience with you as they've had with everyone else. Everyone else feeds into them and pours into their ego unnecessarily because they have fell victim to the trap. They have fell victim to the charm. You're not charmed by this person. You see right through them and you see that they're acting in a way to where it's just a waste of time. You don't deal with foolishness. You don't deal with just anybody. You don't waste your real on fake people. And unfortunately, you see this person as not being as real as they could possibly be. And that's not a bad thing. It's not bad because some people are fake and some people are real. That's not bad. It doesn't make that person a bad person. It's just that you're not going to allow yourself to descend because someone hasn't reached a certain level of growth yet. You're not going to allow yourself to be fake because it just doesn't feel right to you. And it would be fake for you to not be yourself around this person. So you're being real by not wasting your real on fake people. And you can tell that this person is giving off the vibe of cringe. All right, this person is the cringe and chin. All right, this is the cringe that stole Christmas. This person is super cringy. And it's nothing wrong with being super cringy. It's just that you necessarily don't have time for it. You don't want to entertain that mess. You have other things that you could do with your mind, and you could conserve your energy and save it for a greater purpose. Some people aren't on their purpose, and they'll just allow people to steal their energy. They'll just sit there and talk to people and waste their time and waste their energy and just talk and just exasperate themselves and not even realize why they're so tired afterwards. But you realize that, yo, this is toxic because this person is draining energy. This person is taking energy from people. This person is absorbing other people's good energy and taking it all for themselves for the purpose of nothing. And I know some people need to talk to people. Some people want to talk to people, but what is the need for? What are we talking for? Are we talking to figure something out? Are we talking because you see I got the answer to something? Are we talking because you need some comfort? Are you like, what's the need? Or are you just talking just to talk, just to for a vain purpose, just to be seen, just to have someone hear you, just to be next to somebody? Like what it has to be some type of positive reason around it for some people. And there's nothing wrong with just shooting the breeze and just having a conversation, just talking. Hey, what's up? What's going on? You good? Yeah, I'm straight, just chilling. But for the purpose of a person to just drain energy, and you can see that's what it is because there's fakeness behind it. There's no authenticity behind it. There's no genuality behind it. It's not genuine. It's not genuine. There's no genuineness behind this thing. It's just it doesn't give off the right vibe to you. And when it doesn't give off the right vibe to you, it just like makes you like just kind of like cringe, and you're just like, you know what, I just rather not. Nothing against you, don't hate you, no negativity towards you. I'm just gonna keep it over here. But the thing is, it becomes toxic because they don't want to let you do that. You have to force your peace on people sometimes. You got to force your peace onto them. You have to force your positive energy onto them sometimes to let them understand that you can't do that with me. I'm gonna force my peace onto you. You want to force your way onto me? I'm gonna force my peace onto you. Your focus is driving them up a wall. They have never dealt with someone so on point, so headstrong, so focused on just staying to themselves and conserving their energy because you got some things you need to do. You don't want to give your energy to this person. You want to give your energy to what you want to give it to. It'd be different if the person would be if the person was coming differently, but you can see that it's just for the purpose of them trying to take energy. If it was them just trying to have a conversation, or if it was them trying to talk, you'd be all for it. That there are people that you're okay talking to. There are people who are you're okay interacting with. But some people, you just, when the vibe is off, you just know that you can't do it because it's something not right about it. And you can just tell that, yo, I should probably just keep my energy to myself when I'm around someone like this, or if I'm in the presence of this person. And you have to trust that. It's better for you to trust that. And it's not that you're ignoring this person, even though you kind of are. You're just staying focused because it could potentially go bad and go wrong. And you know yourself. You know what you have patience for. You know what irritates you, and you just don't want to be irritated. And also, you don't want to be toxic or negative to anyone back. So rather than say anything bad or ignorant or something that is not you, you rather just not say anything at all. And silence is golden. Not saying anything to somebody is better than saying something bad, even though sometimes you have to tell people about themselves when they start to do things and try to irritate you. You have to let them know what they're doing. Like, yo, that's irritating. Can you chill out with that, or can you stop that, or can we not do that right now? That's like, yeah, that's not cool, man. Why are you doing that? Sometimes you have to let people know what they're doing isn't right, but other times it's just best for you to just deal with it in a way to where, you know what, there's nothing to even say here for this type of situation. There's nothing I even have to say for this type of situation. This is just someone that is just constantly seeking attention, and I'm not gonna call this out and make myself look crazy. So I'm just gonna ignore this person, and you just ignore them. But then when it gets too tough to ignore them, when it gets too hard to ignore them, you could check them on that. You could say something. But it's best to wait till when it becomes like real visible, you know? So that way you get like, once it gets to the point to where it's like, okay, I got you. You're doing that. Like, yo, tell them right then and there. That's when you call it out. You just call it out, like, yo, stop that, chill out, chill out. All right, I see you, chill out. And yo, you could like, yo, I see you trying to get my attention. Relax, chill out. I see you. What do you want to talk about? What is it you want? What is it? What do you want from me? What do you need from me? Call that stuff out right on the red carpet. Call that stuff out right then and there. What is it you need? What do you want? What are you trying to get my attention for? I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to do what I need to do. Is there any way possible you could just let me do what I need to do and stop trying to get my attention? What is it that you want? And then when you come at people like that and they see like, oh, okay, well, this person mean business. I should just probably just chill, leave them alone. And people will respect those kinds of things. what people will respect those kinds of things. Those people will respect you calling them out, you giving them their little attention or whatever, and that'll probably be just enough for them. That'll probably be enough for them. Or you could just, if you want to keep it extremely positive, you could just be like, yo, what's up? Da, 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 da. But to some people, it's just fake, and it's like you don't want to do it. But other times, if you have the extra energy, you could just create a little conversation or talk about this or talk about that, because most people, they really just want to talk, even though it's annoying, and even though it's annoying, and even though it's draining, and even though you don't want to talk to that person, and you don't have to, just to avoid them from further getting on your nerves, you could just dead it and just bring up something to them, talk to them real fast, and then just move on and go back to your life. And that's how I handle situations like that sometimes. I'll either, if I really don't feel like talking to them and they really keep seeking my attention, and if it's like at a work situation to where it's not like a pass by thing, or if I'm not at a store and this person's just acting weird, and I could just like leave, and then I'm like never have to see this person again. If it's at work, if it's at a place where you live, you could be like, yo, what's really good with this? Why do you keep trying to get my attention? And then like they could play the little game. What are you talking about? And that's really what would prevent me from handling these situations, because once I got gaslit, I was like, dang, what do you do? Like the person just like flipped the script on me. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing that. Mm, dang. Well, I mean, and then sometimes it's like you leave it alone, and you try to ignore it a lot of the times because you get mad over trying to prove what you saw. Don't let people get you to the point to where you're going back and forth with them. You did that. No, I didn't. You did that. No, I did. That's what they want. They want you somebody to go back and forth with them. They want the attention. They love having the attention on them. They love having the focus on them. They love you getting out of pocket and potentially getting angry with them. If you got anger issues, I'll just leave it alone. And just, when you have some time, when you're a little calmer, call them out. Like when you next time you see them, when you're not angry and you're able to handle that situation, yo, you over there. What's the problem? What's the deal? What's the issue here? What's up with this attention thing? What's up with you trying to distract me for whatever reason? Why are you trying to distract me? Why do you want my attention that bad? To where you keep having to do things that are distracting me when I'm focused on myself. Oh, well, I didn't know. I see you doing that, and I'd like you to stop. I'd like you to just chill out. I don't have no problem with you. You shouldn't have no problem with me. I'm a cool, chill person. You need to chill and be cool. And then, sometimes you just straight up tell people like, yeah, you need to chill and be cool, and they'll get the message. But it's sometimes you might not call these things out because it's like they got you at a stalemate. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing anything. I'm like it. And when I didn't know what to do, and when I didn't know what gaslighting was and how to handle gaslighting better, I would just leave it alone and just be like, yo, whatever, you got it. And then I'd still kind of be like upset, and like you're going to have anger towards people when you have resentment towards people, and you're going to have resentment towards people when you don't call them out for things that they do that bother you and that get on your nerves, because you're expecting them to be like you're expecting them to be cool, you're expecting them to chill. Sometimes you have to tell people to chill, sometimes you have to tell people to be cool, and they'll get the message, they'll get the point that I shouldn't be doing this to this person, or I should just leave this person alone, or they'll just go off and do it to someone else. And then, or after you say it to them and you ignore them and they keep doing it, you just keep calling them out on it. You just keep calling them out on it. You just keep calling them out on it. And sooner or later, like you'll start to apply pressure to them by doing that. And they'll see that, like, yo, this person is starting to figure out my little game here. I'm not able to play this person sees through me. And you just keep calling them out on it. And it's going to end up it's going to end up working out for you anyway. It's going to end up giving you more confidence. It's going to end up making you more vocal. It's going to help you be more verbal. It's going to help you stand up to people more. It's going to help you stand up to people more. It's going to help you speak up to people more. It's going to help you get more grounded. It's going to help you be more comfortable handling confrontation and handling people and handling situations instead of just letting things go, letting things slide. Just, you know what, I'm a cool, chill person. People don't respect that. What people do respect is you calling them out, you speaking to them, you acknowledging the fact. You don't have to acknowledge them necessarily, because you might be looking at it on the level of this energy vampire. I gotta protect my energy and keep my energy to myself and ignore it and act like it doesn't exist and be silent and all these things. Those are things that do help, but sometimes you have to call people out on the hot seat. You gotta put people on the hot seat. You gotta call people out on the floor, dead center, right then and there. Like, yo, what are you trying to get my attention for? You don't try to play the games with me. Don't try to tell me that's not what you're doing, because that is what you're doing. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I really don't want to hear what you have to say. You could say you're not doing it. That's BS. I don't want to hear that. You are doing it, and I'm telling you to stop that. You're not, like, don't do that with me. Don't play with me like that. And when you stand up for yourself and talk to people like that, and not to say that you're not standing up for yourself, and it's not like, oh, I'm standing up for my, it's not that type of situation. It's just you are just getting this person out of your face and getting this person far away from you as possible. They don't like people who speak up for themselves, and they don't like people who will speak up to them. They want that's why they're going after you in the first place, because they see that you've been silent. When you don't say anything and you're silent, they're going to keep going, because you're expecting them to behave a certain way. You're like, man, this person should know I'm this way. I don't act like that. This person should be like that. There's no shoulds in the universe. People aren't going to do what you want them to do, but they might do what you tell them to do. And if you keep telling them over and over again, you can psychologically, you can work some magic on this person and program them and speak on them what you want them to do into existence. And like, the more you use your mind on these kinds of people, the more they'll fall back. Like, like they are using their mind on you, you have to use your mind on them back by telling them what it is, telling them what you see. Even, I know it's gaslighting. I know they're going to act like they don't know what you're talking about. They're going to act like they're not doing it, but don't let that be an excuse for you to not speak up. I would let that be an excuse for me to not say anything. And you can't do that. You have to say something. You should say something, even if it seems like you may sound crazy. Well, I don't want to look crazy. I forget all that. They're the ones acting crazy. It's just between you and them. However anybody else feels about it is none of your business. If anybody has something to say, but the only thing that gets bad about it, and the only reason why I would leave it alone, is because I would react, and I'd be afraid that I would react. I would be afraid that I would do something that would make me look weird or strange or get me in trouble or something like that. So it's like, as long as you handle it in a way to where you're not reacting, you're good. And plus, when you don't react, you can handle things calmly, and you can handle things logically and analytically, and you can think through situations a whole lot better when you're not reactionary and when you're not so reactive. Because when you're reactionary and when you're reactive, you're going to want to, like, fly off the handle with people. You're going to want to get upset with people. You're going to potentially end up getting into, like, a fight with somebody. And that's not what you want. When that's unnecessary, that's what will get you into trouble. That's what will get you fired. That's what will get you kicked out. That's what will get you have to get you removed or replaced or something like that, because you have to take control of yourself. Even though people are acting out and acting weird and acting strange, you still have to keep control over yourself. They're playing a game with you that nobody else would care about, or nobody else would see, or if they do see it, they just don't care. So you have to figure out a way to handle it. And this is just my take on it. This is what I believe is the best way to handle it. Just keep calling them out on that stuff. Just keep calling them out on it. It's going to relieve pressure for you. It's going to relieve stress for you because it's a reality for you and you know it's real. Don't just let it happen and not say nothing because they're going to keep doing it. The more you call them out on it, they're going to get afraid, somebody's going to see it or somebody's going to be able to tell or somebody's going to whatever. But the more you just, or just get an attitude or start acting unruly or start acting out of character, people are just going to see it like, every time this person comes around, this person has a problem. And they're going to start to see you as the problem instead of look at them as the problem. Even though you are going through something, what you're going through is valid. What's happening to you is real, but you have to handle it in a way to where you handle it like a person that's not going to get themselves into anything that they wouldn't have wanted to later. You're not going to want to get yourself into a situation over this person acting like a damn fool. You're just not. So, just my little take on it. Do what you will with it. I appreciate you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. We out.